AITA for calling out my grandparents for stuff they said to my mom in front of their friends and extended family. My parents and I 16th spent Saturday with my dad's family, so when my mom went Mia for a bit longer than usual I went looking for her and found her upset. She said nothing was wrong. But an hour later I heard my grandparents call her a bad mom and I stopped and admittedly I eavesdropped on what they were saying. They were saying mom should be ashamed for crying where I could see, and how did my dad ever let her raise me with him when she abandoned me when I was a baby for weeks and didn't even care about me back then. They said mom was a lunatic and should be ashamed of herself for ruining my life. The context to that is my mom had post-partum psychosis after I was born. She got really sick and spent 11 weeks in a hospital treatment center to help her because she was really at risk. My dad tried to get her help, but a lot of people dismissed him. I was maybe 8 or 9 weeks old before someone took him seriously and helped him with mom and got her the help she needed. The experience left them both with trauma, and it took mom a long time to recover fully, but when she had, they were afraid to risk more kids, and so they decided they were one and done with me. I've always been aware of this, so hearing my grandparents speak to mom like that was awful. Mom left them while I was still eavesdropping and she pulled me away and said it was okay. A while later a group of us were in the kitchen eating and my grandparents were making comments about how lucky some people were to have lots of grandkids and how much it helps when each kid has more than one. My dad was like tough at them. That's when I brought up how shitty they were to make more digs at more. I called them out on it. I said it was disgusting and mom didn't deserve the shit they said. My grandparents told me that I didn't understand and I know they love me. I said they sure didn't talk like that. I said calling my mom a lunatic and rubbing it in her face that she only had me and no more with dad, when they know she was sick after me, made it seem like I wasn't enough for them. I also said it was shitty to shame a woman who made the safest choice for her family. My dad was furious with his parents and asked what the hell was going on. They slipped up and basically confessed that they'd been saying shit to mom since I was a baby and always went behind everyone's back so we wouldn't know. They tried to lecture me about calling them out, but dad shut it down and asked me and mom to wait in the car. Apparently some of the extended family are anti me now for calling out my grandparents in front of others, and my grandparents are also saying how disrespectful I am. Dad raged at anyone who blamed me, but I do wonder if I should have handled it more privately. Like telling dad instead of calling them out like that. AITA?